Hi everyone, I'm Michael De La Rosa and I'm a software engineer at Flatiron School. Before I started my career in software, I worked as a marketing consultant with some brands you may be familiar with and some of which you may use every day. I actually started my programming journey at an early age. I've always enjoyed the challenge of coding, but circumstances in my life took me on a different path, which is why I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to attend a program such as this one. I guess you could say I'm a quintessential Coloradan. I enjoy many outdoor activities, you name it, and I probably do it. Most of all, as you can tell from the picture above, I absolutely love to mountain bike. I moved to Denver about a decade ago to chase my dreams of racing bikes and pursuing a career in the outdoor industry. I did both, but I also quickly realized a problem with how we're managing our trails out here. The first part of the problem is erosion. I won't bore you with the science here, but the fact is, with the kind of soil we have in Colorado, when we use wet trails here, we ruin them. Next, we have the undeniable fact that Denver's population is absolutely exploding. On average, 364 people move to Denver each week, many of which are uneducated on the matter, and like myself, are here to pursue a more active outdoor lifestyle, which increases trail traffic and multiplies damage. In order for people to avoid wet trails, they need to know of their existence in the first place. And most of all, the information needs to be easy to access. Currently, looking up trail conditions is a major pain. You often have to comb through multiple national sources such as Facebook, AllTrails, Mountain Bike Project, to find information about our trails, and despite your best efforts, sometimes you simply won't. Which finally brings us to our solution. 303 MTB, a quick, efficient community resource for information on local trails. Let's say I had a long day at work and I'm thinking of going for a mountain bike ride, but it recently rained or snowed, so I'm unsure of what trails are even open. I head over to 303mtb.org on my computer and I'm immediately greeted with a local area newsfeed, a quick summary of the condition of the trails that are near me and the weather. I see the weather's good. I read an article about how Trestle is just kicking off their downhill season, and now I am stoked. I'm definitely going for a ride. So I head over to the trail reports page to get some more details on the conditions. And while I'm there, I see a trail that I've recently ridden that could use an update. So I'll go ahead and leave that. Now I've already logged in, so I shouldn't have any problem with the trail review. I'll go ahead and say that there were some minor issues. Avoid the north side. It's still muddy. Cool. So I'll go ahead and submit that. And it appears right away. As you can tell, the symbol has changed from green to yellow to indicate that there are variable conditions. The report is there and it's reported as just now. Now, if I'm a new user or a new rider in the area, I may interact with this map to get an idea of where the trails are and what all is out there. If I hover over the trails, I can see more details about them. Now let's say I've had my eyes on this trail for a while now, the Imba Epic. I can see that it's dry, so I want to learn some more about it. I'll just go ahead and click on it. And right away I can see that this trail is a blue, meaning that it's intermediate. It's 24 miles in length, and it's about 2,600 feet of climbing. So it's actually a pretty big effort. On the map, I can see how it connects with the rest of the trail system, and I can also see how far away it is from me geographically. It seems like it's pretty far away from me, and I'm just getting out of work, so it's rush hour. I want to get an idea for how long it'll take me to drive there. So I'll just click on this directions button, and it'll pull up directions for me from my current location to the trailhead. Here I can see it's currently about a 49-minute drive. I think I should be able to make it and get a ride in before sundown. So I think I'm going to do that. Cool. So now I went ahead and I rode it. I absolutely loved it. And I like to keep this trail in mind for the future. But I'm in the mountains now and I don't have cell phone service. Not a problem. Luckily, 303MTB functions as a progressive web app, meaning that I can use it and download it to my phone or my computer and use it offline as well. I open the app on my phone, return to the trail, and add it as one of my favorites by clicking on the heart. As soon as I click on the heart, it moves to the top of my list where it will always be stored with the rest of my favorites, so I can always come back to it. Well, that's the core functionality of my app. As for the challenges that I faced, the technologies that I used, I built it with React.js as a front end, Ruby on Rails for the back end, Jot and Bcrypt for authentication, Heroku and Firebase for deployment, and REI's mountain bike project for the maps. Now, as for the challenges that I experienced on this project, designing a responsive interface for both mobile and desktop entirely from scratch was certainly a challenge. Figuring out how to make it a progressive web application in the first place was completely new terrain for me, and I only had a short while to figure it out. And well, that's about it. You can use this app currently by visiting 303mtb.org. There you can also easily and quickly download the app to your phone or computer. Thanks so much for your time. I'd love to talk code or bikes with you, so let's chat. You can reach me at any of the following on the screen. Have a nice day.